Hey, what's good, everybody? It is your man B Vaughn here with We Create Music TV. And in this video, I want to take a deeper look at Satin Looks, the new expansion pack from Native Instruments. This is their R&B, real R&B feel expansion pack that they just launched a couple of days ago. And I'm going to showcase the ones that I think for me are my favorites. And then I'll let you listen to a beat that I made with Satin Looks. Let's get into it. So here we are on the Native Instruments website looking at Satin Looks. Once again, the new expansion pack from Native Instruments. And according to the sample pack, it says that it is the real R&B feel. So if you're looking for those R&B sounds, R&B chords, Native Instruments says Satin Looks has it for you. So it talks about, it says it's the deep feeling, smooth and soulful sound of R&B evolution from the late 80s until today. You get classic keys, essential chop chord progressions, classic synth styles, and crisp acoustic percussion. 60 battery, 50 machine kits, full of lush chops, worn bass, and original sample instruments. So I'm gonna say right off the bat, one of the things that I'm trying to wrap my head around with Satin Looks is the artwork. What do snakes have to do with R&B music? I don't know. Is R&B music slithery? I don't know. But there's snakes on the Satin Looks. I mean, I don't know, is that an eye? I think that's an eye. Is that an all-seeing eye? Some of the artwork thing that they chose for this, I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can explain it in the comments. Maybe Native Instruments can explain why they chose to use certain graphical representations on this cover. I don't know. But for me, snakes don't have nothing to do with R&B music. Okay, so as we scroll down, they talk about 30 years of R&B, gives you a description of, their process, from that perspective in regards to Satin Looks. It says Satin Looks was created in collaboration with Snipe Young. Snipe Young has created, I think, almost every hip hop pack that Native Instruments has come out with. Shout out to Snipe Young. He's made some amazing, amazing things. If you want to explore Satin Looks, there's a video here by Stefan Guy you can take a look at, but you can also take a listen to every kit that comes in this pack in the previous video that we did. But let's get to the nitty gritty. So let's look at samples and loops. It says it comes with 395 loops, 469 drum samples, 142 one-shots, 60 battery kits, 50 machine kits, 5 Monarch presets, 10 Prism presets, 200 patterns, 1 bass synth. So when I think about R&B in the late 80s, 90s, it was really bass driven, right? Go back and listen to some of those R&B sounds and listen to that bass. Why is there only one bass preset? I don't know. I didn't make it, but there's only one bass preset. I think there should have been more, but once again, I didn't make it. And there's 8 different projects to kind of give you an overview of some of what you can do with Satin Looks. Additional information for as far as drum samples, there's 141 hi-hats. 141 hi-hat. Okay, think about that. 141 hi-hats. That's a lot of hi-hat. There are 86 percussion, 69 snares, 87 kicks, 25 claps, 41 cymbals, 20 toms, with an install size of 1.72 gigabytes. Yeah, so that's the in-depthness of Satin Looks. Of course, it gives you the system requirements and things that you need in order to utilize Satin Looks on your machine. Now, here's more about the expansion. Here's other expansion that you're able to take a listen to. Soul Magic is amazing. Trill Raise is amazing. Electric Touch is amazing too. You can buy pretty much any of their expansion packs for 49 bucks, unless you have a voucher, an e-voucher, and you get the $25 off. Okay, so let's go into Satin Looks and let's look at the ones that are favorites. Okay, so here we are in Satin Looks. I'm going to now showcase to you my 11, because I've chosen 11 favorites that I have out of this kit. Let me switch over to the machine so that you can see from a machine perspective which 11 they are. Okay, so here we are back in machine. I'm going to preview the 11 kits that stood out to me as far as some of those kits that I know I probably would be my go-to kits for production with Satin Looks. So let's play the first one. Okay, so those are the kits that stood out to me the most, right? The 11 that I chose. But I will say this. Let me say this about Satin Looks as I was listening to each of the different songs or the kits that it comes with. Maybe it's just me, but a lot of the kits, well, let me not even say a lot. Some of the kits sound like, let me just be honest. Some of the kits sound like songs that I've already heard before, right? I mean, as soon as I started listening to some of these, I was like, oh, that sounds like this. Oh, that sounds like this. Oh, this, I started humming to myself some of the same tunes that I heard previously with these types of songs. I'm not sure what the intent was, but all I can tell you is that for me, some of those songs sound like songs that I've already heard. So let me know in the comments if you think that as well after listening to the kits that come in Satin Looks. That's just me. They sound like stuff that's already been placed out. And let me also say this too. I know, and this is not a knock against Snipe Young. I want to make sure I say that. It's not a knock against Snipe Young. I know that Snipe Young is Native Instruments' guy for creating these expansion packs for Maschine. I will say this. There are other people that make R&B music too, such as Tim Kelly. Now, I know Tim Kelly has a pack that he put out with Akai. And I don't know what type of agreement he has, or he can't put something else out under Native Instruments, but he may be a person you want to look at also for some R&B, because if you go back and look at Tim Kelly's catalog of hits, man, right? And so there's a ton of other people too that can be used to create R&B as well. No hate, I'm just saying there's others that can be utilized to accomplish the same type of thing, maybe even a different sound. Okay, so let's now take a look at or listen to a track that I made with Satin Looks. Almost every sound that I used came out of the Satin Looks expansion pack, except for a few of them. Some I had to go find and kind of put in here as well, but some of them are not in Satin Looks, but almost all of them come from Satin Looks as well. The kicks, the drum pattern comes out of the Sensation. Here's what the drum pattern sounds like. Something simple, really easy, but that's the drum pattern. Switch over and I have my percussion. This came out of the DJ Khalil Baldwin Hills. Right, I just couldn't really find a great percussion, closed hi-hat type deal in Satin Looks, so I took this out of my favorite kit, which is the DJ Khalil. Then I found this snap percussion, cruise control out of Satin Looks as well. This snap came from the Arterberry. And this came from the Cymatics Gold R&B Percussion Loop Pack. I couldn't really find a good percussion loop that I was looking for to kind of complement this, so I just took it out of the Cymatics pack. The original sounds like this. But those shakers would have gotten in the way of. So I just chopped all of those shakers out. And so it sounds like this. Right? So there we go for the percussion. Then I got the keys. I took the keys straight out of the Birdie pack here in Satin Looks. So that's the first key. Right, so I took those together. Then I switched over, I took this lead that comes out of the Birdie kit as well. And then I have this bass. Right, you'll hear that in here as well. And then I found this reverse hi-hat that I had somewhere out of a kit that I had, and I used that. Okay, so those are the elements of the track. I didn't do anything fancy, no fancy, additional flavor on it. I just made that beat. I didn't go through and mix it and master it and do any of those things. But I just wanted you to hear what you could do with Satin Look. So let's switch over and then let's take a listen to what I came up with. So yeah, so there it is. That's the track that I made with Satin Looks. Once again, in the comments, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, what I could add, what I could take out. You know, and there's something that you think I can add. And if you want to collaborate and make this whatever track it could be, you know, leave a comment. Let me know. Maybe we can collaborate on this particular track. But you know, that's it for that track. I mean, and once again, like I said, when it comes to Satin Looks, they have some dope stuff in it. I just think personally for me, that it sounds like stuff that I've already heard. So do I think you should purchase Satin Looks? Sure. It still has some great sounds, great instruments that come with it that you can still utilize in your production. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you tuning in, and thank you very much for just your patronage here on We Create Music TV. Thank you for tuning in to this video right here. And once again, let me know your thoughts about Satin Looks. Let me know what you think about it overall, and leave a comment. Make sure to subscribe as well. Make sure to hit the notification bell and to, you know, give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Give us a thumbs down if you didn't like the video, right? Let's be fair. If you didn't like it, give us a thumbs down. Let me know what we can do to improve the content on this channel so we can give you, the music creatives, exactly what you are looking for. Well, once again, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in another video. Peace.